Marcy. So no DJ Enigma, DJ Marcy and Jabs Enigma. Still hype, but yeah, interesting. All right, well, I mean, that is such a I mean, either way you look at it, Raven, Armel, Monkey King, Leshrac is kind of nutty.
Yeah, it's certainly strong. They're comfortable on these heroes. I hope that Armel has his back brace ready because this game is looking like it's all on him. Maybe DJ can get some stuff done on the Marcy. I feel like Jabs is kind of out of the picture until sort of the mid to late game, and I'm so worried for Raven here. I just don't know that this lane is going to be easy against the Dawnbreaker Nyx Assassin. I mean, it is double melee, but they have so much lockdown, they have so much damage, and you have a Zeus as your 5 who is just not going to save you if you get gone on.
I feel like you put DJ in that lane and you just kind of enable your Monkey King like that instead. Like the Enigma's going to be fine whatever happens.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Anyway, we'll see what they end up doing. But for now, just going for damage, and more damage, which is funny because in the documentary they did behind the scenes at ESL, that's something they talked about a lot. They brought up damage a lot in that. So clearly not letting them fall for that trap again. Thunder Awakens, meanwhile, it's a draft which makes a lot of sense to me. It seems very straightforward. You've got your carries, you've got your damage. And a very kind of classic draft for them. A Gyrocopter would consider him not the hardest carry, but just something you can leave to farm for a bit, get him that Ags, get him a bunch of items, turn up to team fights, bish bash bosh, win the game. It seems like the flowchart is really straightforward for Thunder Awakens. So once again, I'll be leaning towards that side for TA this time around, but definitely a lot of ways in which Fnatic can turn this game around. This Leshrac could just kick off. We could see some huge black holes coming out. There are options.
I think absolutely that Armel has to pop off. We've already seen one level 30 Lesh so far today. Armel also rocking the Grandmaster. So we've got high expectations, but I think he can certainly reach them. Lane should be pretty darn good. It's Lesh against the melee hero. Does have to worry about potential tossbacks and maybe some Nyx Assassin rotations and stuff like that, but yeah, Fnatic.
Yeah, I think Tiny will have a nice time last hitting at least at the start, but after a couple of levels, Leshrac will start to take over, I'd assume.
Yeah, feels that way. Fnatic don't seem to be up to any shenanigans or anything here. Just kind of setting their lanes exactly as you would expect. Yeah, maybe just looking like a 2-2 bounty split. Another team actually doing all that much scouting of one another.
Yeah, as I said, what'll be interesting for me is where DJ and Januel go. At the moment, they're together as they move forward onto Sacred. Sacred trying to get up the slope. Oh, the Dispose stops her getting up the cliff. And that is going to be a dead Dawnbreaker. Who will they give the first blood to? They really want to give it to Armel, but Raven has to take it. So he'll be grabbing himself the first blood on the Monkey King. And that'll be a flying start for them. And yeah, DJ hanging up top. So they're just going to run it with the Zeus as the pos 5.
Yeah. Oh, well, at least the Monkey King got the first blood. That, I think, is actually going to change the dynamic in this bottom lane quite a bit. Though he does just use it to pick up a bracer to start, so no super fast boots or anything like that.
Yeah, that is defensive. They kind of know what's in store for him in this lane, I think.
I kind of like it. I think the idea for him is that, like you said, they can't stop them getting the spells out onto him, so what they really need to play for is hoping that he gets gone on, he survives, and then he gets a big boundless strike and heals back up. So, yeah, I agree with the idea here.
Okay. Just live. That's the aim of the game in this bottom lane for Fnatic, it seems like. Meanwhile, at top, you're running the Enigma Master lane, something we haven't really seen at all during this TI, because either one of them is banned out, or they're both banned out, or one of them gets picked, and then the team will pick up the other one. So the first team to really just leave it completely uncontested is TA, and we'll see what they're able to do.
DJ kind of messed up this creep wave drag, though. He let the big camp spawn, and then Matthew just dragged it straight on in there. So it mostly just ended up being a pull for Thunder.
All right.
Yeah, it's a little awkward.
Yeah, Matthew going to be happy with that one. We'll see how able they're... Oh my god, the Eidolons are just dead. Wow. All right. Well, that's going to be Thunder's answer to this Enigma, that's for sure. Just taking them all out. That's exactly what you want to do.
And DJ whiffs on this again. He just gets the range creep.
No way does Matthew get the pull again on this.
Yeah, a little bit of an uncharacteristic start here for DJ. He's trying to give all of the experience over to Jabs, but even that's not being all that successful, right? He's already 2 1/4 since he had to take the experience off that wave. And yeah, DJ finally now going to just choose to block up the big camp, but it's already stacked.
Yeah, a bit too late for that, maybe. We'll see what they're able to do. But so far, a great start to this top lane for Thunder. As even a bit of a go on to Jabs. They just want to take out these Eidolons. That's the thing. And the Dispose is used onto Pakaz, but Pakaz is just using the opportunity to get on top of Jabs. The stun comes through from the rocket. It's not enough to finish the job, though. But still, Thunder, great start to this top lane there as they almost get a kill on the Enigma as well.
Normally these melee 4s with the Enigma are so annoying. You get brought back into the Eidolons and there's just nothing that you can do. But Pakaz able to fight back. He's going to be just fine.
Towards mid. Mago looking for a toss back, maybe. No, okay. Just toying with the idea more than they think. And it's bottom lane where the next kill comes through. Pandamu going down to Mr. Raven.
Yeah, Genuel just getting him low. And then overcame Raven just with the 1-1-1 build. Picking up a nice kill. So his start's looking fantastic here.
2 kills already.
Yeah, gonna be very happy. I was a little worried about this bottom lane, but seeming like it might be just fine.
I could do with more of that.
Oh, a little bit of harassment under the tower there onto Raven as well. Takes some heavy hits. There's in top once again. Going on to Jabs. Enigma gonna be okay as they throw Pakaz on top of him. Pakaz getting low as well. There comes the rebound, but it's not enough to save Jabs. The Enigma does go down. And Fnatic are left wanting again.
Hurts so much when you're Enigma and dying like this. You're really not shutting down the enemy carry at all.
DJ taking some hits here. I mean, does have the Dispose to work with, but that's just about it. Rebound will be available in 2 seconds as well, though, so really not going down. Just making sure they harass down Smarty as much as possible to make DJ's lane as hard as possible.
Yeah, he's having a difficult one. And Thunder just missing this pull to the side. Okay, so lane's going to stay exactly where it is, which is a pretty happy situation for Fnatic. Though across the board, CS numbers looking good, though somewhat inflated with Eidolons.
Oh, top lane again, another throwback here. Pakaz might actually be in some trouble this time around, though he's turning it around with the rocket barrage, trying to fight up while still surviving, knowing that they've already unleashed everything they've got onto the gyrocopter, and he still survives.
And they're running a little low on regen up here. Matthew's going to give Pakaz everything that he's got, but Pakaz is just ferrying out Falcon Blade components currently. He's going to have to sit back for a little while, and that is going to be a bit more free reign for Jabs. You want to make a go?
They certainly do. It's going to be the gyrocopter jumped upon. He's trying to get up as much damage as possible, but may go down regardless. Certainly will, but does bring down Jabs before he dies. And now Matthew trying to finish off DJ. Nice spike carapace there to make him stun himself up. Sidekick doing its work, giving DJ the health he needs to survive through Matthew for now. But, Margot coming in from the side, and that'll be enough to bring down DJ. Interesting rotation there from the Tiny.
Yeah, I think he wanted to get there a little earlier, but fight breaking out. So, they're just going to be leaving Armel mid with a catapult. It's able to TP back now and kind of deal with it. 6 and Urn looks like it's just going to be... Raven didn't check? Okay, alright. It gets it now.
Yeah.
TP bottom from DJ.
We want bottom. Yeah, there's a lot of fighting going on. DJ actually misses the stun onto Panda. Is it going to matter? Yes, it is, because Januel's going to fall first, but the Crystal Maiden will follow him to the grave. So just a support trade at the moment. Sacred trying to get off some damage onto DJ, but...
Jabs is getting... They're going to dive him top. They know that DJ's not here. So.
Oh, damn. Yeah, big commitment in the top lane onto Jabs. Man, Thunder just using every opportunity they get. Armel comes in and scoops up the kill onto Matthew at the very least. He gets a little bit of revenge.
And
trying to
another
run
jump
down
bottom, you're not
Pacquiao,
done.
but as they go on to Sacred down here, Sacred turning it around with the Starbreaker. Doesn't look like it's enough to keep him alive, although Panda Boot's coming across as well. Not going to matter though, as Sacred does fall. And the Leshrac was unable to close the gap onto Pacquiao up in the top lane there, so that's not going to go down. Oh my goodness, just action across the map right now. Exactly what we wanted from these two teams.
All right, we got no TPs left, so everything should be kind of chill for 60 seconds at least. But yeah, this is very much what we were expecting. Armel not even really with a like run at towers build. He's got full 4 points up in the lightning storm, so very much looking to just keep rotating onto the side lanes, getting kills.
Yep, he wants to kill people. That much is obvious. Towers. There won't be much threat coming out to them for a long time in this game then, because it's going to take a while to get that Edict leveled up. But up they go to the top side of the map.
Yeah, quick smoke. I think this is a little
Pacquiao.
unexpected for Pakaz.
I think he's reading it now, but it might be too late. Let's see if he can get himself away. I think he's not quite spotting Armel there, I don't think, with the nighttime vision, but just reading it very, very nicely.
So they've got this ward, and he caught a glimpse of Jabs kind of running at him, and he's like, "Why on earth is this Enigma running at me like this?" So Jabs given the game away a little bit, perhaps.
Yeah, might have just caught a glimpse of the Leshrac as well outside of that ward. And Thunder, to nobody's surprise, are coming to fight this. If there's a fight, they want to make it happen. So moving up to the top lane.
It's a haste on this Tiny. He's pretty scary.
Damn, that is scary. So Matthew, just going to walk right into them here. Does he have the spike carry? Oh, they actually missed the stun. This could be massive for cost him. But Dartmago jumping on this one, throws him into Pakaz. Pakaz going to bring down Armel. The Leshrac is gone. Thunder outplay Fnatic. I can't believe he missed that split earth, man.
Just balls of steel from Matthew not to run backwards after he face checked that high ground. They're going to lose Jabs as well. You come up onto the high ground, you see a Lesh charging a stun at you, and you're like, just, gonna scooch right by you. See you later.
Yep. Nope, no worries. This guy's here. Fine. Yep, not even panicking, not even hesitating. And he was in the area, I guess, as his bottom lane. Raven jumping onto Sacred, just chasing him away. Making a claim to the lane, which Sacred cannot contest.
Yeah, if your supports aren't here with you, the Dawnbreaker's not going to be allowed to just do whatever she wants at bottom. But extremely painful rotation for Armel, especially on a hero like Lesh. You farm so much, so every minute that you spend trying to gank and then having an unsuccessful gank is just going to tank your net worth. But he is...
Yeah, exactly. And meanwhile, Pakaz is just getting like kind of plays delivered to his lane, which are all going pretty well for them. So exactly the situation he wants as the lightning bolt interrupts Sacred. Starbreaker trying to run down Raven. Raven, he's not too bothered though. He's taunting away. Wukong's command going to get used here. Matthew just jumping into the Wukong's. Not a care in the world. It's not that much damage at the moment as Dartmago comes around the back and finds Januel instead. Raven TP's out, will be successful. Januel in some trouble. They move across to the tree line, cutting him off. He's got nowhere to go. That'll be a support dead. And now they can look towards taking down this tier 1 tower. The counter aggression is here from Fnatic though. They're already working on it. So it will be a tower trade by the looks of it.
Yeah, that's all 5 heroes from Thunder. They're thinking about coming up top here. Matthew already leading the way. They do have the Solar Guardian.
Oh, Black Hole. What? That's going to get cancelled out instantly there. I think Matthew was able to even get off the Spike Carapace. Raven going to get tossed up into the air and not quite brought down yet, but it will be inevitable. Stun through onto 2 as well, but they're not interested in Jabs here actually as Armel arrives to the fight and he's going to be able to take down Dartmago. Perhaps he needs to close the gap here. Dartmago running, but where is there left to go? DJ, he's got the rebound, lands a stun and kills off the Tiny. Armel gets another one up here in the top lane. Huge rotation in from the Lash.
Yeah, didn't kill Lash and ends up being, I think, more expensive than just not making that play for Thunder Awaken. They lose 2 cores. We have been hyping up that the carry-to-carry matchup is the thing that really matters here. So maybe they're still happy getting the Monkey King and the Black Hole for 2, but not as clean for either team as it maybe could have been.
No. Just nice brawly Dota. As once again, DJ always looking for the players on this Marcy. Just wants to be active 100% of the time.
the two supports certainly can kill the gyrocopter if they go find him. So I think they were hoping to maybe go make a run at Picaz, but he is just getting so big. I don't even know when they found time to make some stacks for him, but there you go.
That was my question as well. I was like, how?
Yeah, when did Pandamu get the time? I guess he found some time.
Dead or killing someone.
They did leave Sacred alone bottom for a little bit. So. It's probably that, plus maybe he stacked it once himself just then. But either way, going to be a very fast Aghanim Scepter here. And, well, Fnatic still getting good farm. Monkey King not going for anything greedy, no sign of a Maelstrom or anything like that. Raven is just going for an Echo Saber first, and we'll see where he goes from there. But it does seem to suggest that Fnatic wanting to kind of go for this early timing, maybe thinking that they can... if they can just ride this out to the late game, that's where things are looking really good. So there's no reason to be greedy, right? If you just get the early BKBs, get the best fighting items you can think of, and then tell yourself, okay, look, it's just the gyrocopter in the late game. We can just black hole him. There's no interrupts for this black hole, so all we got to do is get there. And I think that's kind of the idea for Fnatic this game.
So what is the first major timing we're looking at from both teams?
So I think for Thunder, it's probably +1 item after the Ags on the gyro, and the blink dagger on the tiny. Of course, that's going to be when they really start moving and looking for stuff to happen. And for Fnatic, probably just this Bloodstone on the Leshrac. That's when Armel will be more comfortable to go and take some fights. That'll line up with the Wraith Pact on the Enigma nicely as well.
Yep, not far off it as well either on Armel. He just needs that voodoo mask.
Okay, pretty big commitment for Matthew here. Pop into the Wukong
that'll get him. I mean, Wukong Command, not the best early game spell anyway, so committing it for a small kill isn't the end of the world. And again, as we mentioned, they're happy to kind of slow the pace of this game down a little bit, realize they're getting a bit too fighty, and Thunder were managing to get the better of them a little bit as Dartmouth going for the toss back onto Armel here. It's a tricky target to bring down, especially with this fresh Bloodstone he's just picked up, so they will not be able to bring down the Lesh. So look over towards Panda. Well, in comes the Dawnbreaker. Is it going to be able to keep her alive? No, it is not. The CM goes down, and oh my goodness, they're just blitzerate DJ and Raven. Just grabbing them together and taking them out. My goodness. And now they look for more. Dartmouth go up the high ground. They really want to kill off Armel here. Pacaz gets on top of him as well. Just all the damage in the world being thrown at this Leshrac. And they do bring him down. Thunder, when they go, they do not stop. 3 big kills for them.
Fnatic really forcing it there. Like, everybody TP'd mid. Armel was already in the clear. That was a fight that they completely chose to take for themselves. I think maybe forgetting about the Dawnbreaker ultimate a little bit, and boy, do they get punished.
Massively.
That is so painful.
I mean, they still killed the CM inside the Dawnbreaker ulti, but that didn't really matter. It's a stun that followed up afterwards, just ruined them.
Yeah, it's like Panda was like, yeah, I'll die for that. Me for your pause 1 and your pause 2. Any day of the week, friends. Any day of the week.
That is what we call value.
Yeah, I think
15 minutes in, 3k gold advantage to the side of Thunder, but these fights have just looked unquestionable from them so far. The fight choice has been really, really good.
Yeah, I kind of just want Fnatic to chill. Like, DJ look for kills on the side lanes, try and get these BOTs up for the Lesh so he can be the one to deal with bottom, since there's always going to be constant pressure coming in there from the Dawnbreaker, most likely, on Thunder, who's looking to join in with the ult. And yeah, just farm and trade as much as you can. Don't take them in a full-on 5v5. I think that's just how you get caught up in the tempo of Thunder.
Absolutely. Caught in the thunderstorm, if you will.
Yep, the Thunderdome.
That's a better one.
Instead, it's Raven just having to deal with this down bottom. There's a double wave, so it's quite a bit of farm for him. And I think
no, I have to take this battle double wave.
Yeah. I think this is how Fnatic should be kind of playing that. They are looking for a play here with Armel. Jabs can't really connect. They're looking at Sacred. They do get the jump onto him. Nice chain stun. And yeah, okay, it's just going to be a quick kill onto the Dawnbreaker.
One quick elimination, but it does mean a lot. It means they get control of their jungle once again, and this is going to give them much more farm on the map.
Yeah, this is more like it. Just kind of get to your BKBs. That's when you're going to be strong against what Thunder have. A lot of what they're doing is just magical damage this game. Well, they want jabs up here. Oh, they scan. They know that the Nyx, but I don't know if you want to go for the Nyx. Dark Mago's here.
This could be a huge bait. He immediately commits this one. They do get off the Wukong's command, but both of them held together. Dawnbreaker ulti coming down as well. It is beautiful. The Thunderstorm takes them out. 2 dead on the side of Fnatic. Oh man, every time Fnatic even think about going for a play, Thunder are just 2 steps ahead of them and absolutely knock them down a peg.
I don't really understand why that play has Raven in it. And Januel is like off pushing bottom as Zeus. He's getting his shard, which is nice. You know, it's a big damage increase for him. But Raven is just languishing this game, and Bakaz is on a rocket to the moon in terms of net worth. He's top of the pops.
Yeah. I mean, that's it. When Thunder get to play their game, like, you know Pakaz is just going to be eating up all the farm in the world. And it should be no surprise they stacked for me that, statistically speaking, Pakaz was the best carry off the entire DPC. Now, yeah, sure, you know, regional gameplay, you're playing in SA. There's points to be made for that, but doesn't change the fact that statistically, Thunder are extremely good at getting Pakaz a lot of farm when they're in charge of the game. So that should always be a consideration.
He's like, yeah, he's a farming monster, and this is their playstyle. So you know exactly what Thunder are going to do every game. Just can you stop them? Can you stop Pakaz just farming while Dark Mago and Sacred and the supports just run around like crazy people and just kill you and potentially out-execute you in team fights? I think the thing that Fnatic are finding the most frustrating right now is that they haven't been able to keep a ward a little deeper in the dire jungle. So they haven't actually been able to farm as much up here as they would like. They're kind of just resigned to the big camp. That's what they're trying to break through now, perhaps. But you know, bringing the Zeus up here, trying to get some D wards. Again, they don't really succeed. They're really afraid.
Yeah, they really are. They're showing. Yeah, I don't even if you know if you call it respect at the moment. They're just.
Oh god, jabs. Thunder God's Wrath pops, he just sees a big empty spot on the mini-map. It's like, run.
Why do I have vision? Run away. But they're moving into their own vision here on Thunder. They have this deep ward down from earlier. And Matthew looking to take advantage of that.
Yeah, they're still pinging. He's gonna run into him.
God. What did he see it? Did he? I don't think he saw him.
Okay. Alright, jabs.
Woo. Well, he does live on the Enigma, but again, just being forced all the way back off this tier 1 tower. And Thunder are going to be able to take this one out with absolutely no resistance at all.
Yeah. Fnatic just seems so afraid of this, of the Nyx, I think, especially. Like, Raven is really just not farming currently. I think he really wants to... He's really been wanting to make a play with this Wraith Pact on the Enigma, but... I do think the play is kind of to chill. The vision situation is not allowing it, and now
Armel on the bottom lane. Matthew catches him out with a spike. Carapace and Pale to follow up as well. Bakaz and Dartmago join the club, and they will club Armel onto the ground.
I don't get why the Fnatic heroes are drifting over there. To me, it's like, okay, Armel knows he's going to die at bottom. He's making space for you elsewhere, but they're all just kind of running down as if they can help. And so instead, they don't actually capitalize at all on that, like, quote-unquote space that the Lesh is making. Like,
yeah, it's not efficient, except for Jabs, who is in farm mode permanently this game. He's even got a Philosopher's Stone, and like, this Enigma's got one thing on his mind, and it's money. And to be fair, it could be the one thing that saves them this game.
Well, like we said, there isn't really a cancel for a BKB Black Hole, so... other than maybe just dying to like Flat Cannon and Tiny Ags or something like that.
Thunder into the pit. Does get scouted by the Thunder God's Wrath from the Zeus. That's enough to scare Thunder away for now, but they're immediately going to smoke up, actually. They're going to use the opportunity. This is a really interesting play. They might get caught off guard thoroughly here.
They see Armel. They know that he's down here.
Is he going to pop any smokes? No, he's not. They're immediately going to jump onto the Leshrac. That is the SA mentality. Interrupt us doing Roche, right? Oh, that's the perfect opportunity to go and get some kills, my friends. Out onto DJ. Beautiful little stun across from Matthew. That's going to get them that kill. Yeah. Now to finish what we started. Back into the Roche pit we go with 2 kills in our belt.
Just getting further and further ahead. And I don't know what Fnatic can do while the Aegis is up. They've got this potential team fight coming with the multi-BKB and put down the Wukong's command, Armel standing in the middle, Wraith Pact, drop the black hole. That is going to be very difficult for Thunder Awaken to fight into, but they don't have cooldowns to worry about, and now they've got an Aegis on their gyrocopter, so Bakaz can kind of play like a lunatic, and he is just so far ahead, 15k net worth, 22 minutes into the game.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like there's any stopping him at the moment. And yeah, okay, we're nearly at BKB for jabs, about 500 gold offshore. But what does it even do? What does he even do? Now he's got an Aegis on the gyrocopter. He doesn't have a blink dagger either, so he's going to need that as well. It's just so much money.
DJ can be brought down to mid. He can run, but those fly cannon shots are going to chase him.
Yep. Trying to kickflip himself away, not going to happen. Fortification comes out, it's the first tower, so it'll be refreshed when they kill it off. And I say when, with a pretty high assurance level there as they do finish off the job on that tower. There are a couple of Thunder heroes down at bottom looking for this era, but Januar's got a TP back to the trees. That is one thing the Zeus can do in a game like this, is kind of go in deep behind enemy lines and clear the waves with Arc Lightning. He is still a Zeus after all.
Thunder with a 3-man smoke are looking at top. Oh, they see jabs, but he just casts the conversion and immediately gets the hell out of there. They know that they're looking for him.
Yeah, nice play from Jabs, honestly. That's going to waste a lot of time from the side of Thunder. And maybe open up a play for Fnatic. They're going for a smoke themselves down towards bottom side. If anyone tries to move into this area, they might be met with a nasty surprise, but there are several heroes in the area from Thunder. Matthew. Ooh, a sentry down. Is it too late? No, it's not. Line the ball's going to connect, but in comes Dartmago trying to save the day along with the Dawnbreaker ulti. Not going to be enough, though, as they do still lose a Nyx Assassin. Sacred could he be in some trouble as well? Armel dishing out a ton of damage. Sacred's going to fall. A buyback comes out from Nyx Assassin. They really want to fight this one, but it's so much damage coming out onto them right now. They haven't dealt with Raven. They haven't dealt with Armel, and Thunder just have to back themselves away. Or do they? Dartmago comes onto the front lines. Jabs threatening the black hole. I'm going to do it. He's actually held onto it for now. Won't be able to use it now that he's used that black hole as well. Dartmago still threatening. Januar keeping that blink dagger on cooldowns around the side. Armel has been caught out by Bakaz and Matthew. So much damage coming out from that Nyx Assassin on to the Leshrac.
Super forced it. I think that might have actually been, like, all things considered, not that bad for Fnatic. Didn't lose too much. Got rid of the Aegis. They won on the gold, they won on the experience.
Yeah.
So it certainly hurts that they lose Armel, but yeah, first kind of decent team fight that they've managed to grab.
Yeah, and I like how Raven, he just kind of stuck around for the start of the fight, did a lot of damage with Wukong's command. The moment his BKB ran out, he just blinked to he just jumped up to the trees.
Yeah,
he away.
He beasted out. Yeah, he knew that he just needed to get back to farming.
Yeah, it's very good though, because it means that Fnatic are, communicating effectively through these fights. There comes to the point where, like, okay, like, we have now lost the fight, but we've done as much as we can. We've taken a little bit of the power away from Thunder. We'll take it. Let's see if we can capitalize upon that anymore. Turn it into a bit of profit, a bit of money. Matthew. Ooh. That was a sentry down there, so Zeus saw this Nyx Assassin sprinting at him.
Yeah, I do think there's the possibility for them to take the next fight. For all of Bakaz's net worth, there's still going to be the potential that he just dies in the black hole. His team is not going to have saves for him necessarily. Maybe we get a Wind Waker or something on Matthew later on, but I think that's it's going to be a ways off this game.
Oh, I believe so.
DJ's sitting on this ward up here, so...
Ooh, Matthew. Ooh, just about off the mark with the impale there. Now it's Thunder's turn to get played around the map a little bit. You know, a lot of their time being wasted. Like, sure, they're not super anxious to make plays now they don't have the Aegis anymore. But Fnatic are, I would say, getting away with more than I would expect at the moment.
They finally managed to open up the map a little bit more. They took that bottom tier 1, so now they're able to push that out a little bit more effectively. They've been getting some dewarding going with their Zeus, so that's been looking all right. Still having to be quite careful, but yeah, Thunder a little bit more contained. It's a little bit more of an even farm trade. Shouldn't expect the net worth to grow too much in the next couple of minutes.
Huh.
So, what you looking at?
Yeah, and a very interesting build from Dark Mago here is he's actually gone back for the Echo Saber.
Yeah, he's reassembling it.
He built the BKB with it and then bought it back again rather than going for the Aghanims, which has kind of been the more, I'd say, the more popular build. I don't know with the Blink Dagger, I guess. Hard to say.
Yeah, it's popular, but as we've also seen, it can be really weird around the high grounds. Like there are some areas of the map where it's super, super strong. Other areas where it looks a little bit less impressive. So, and
Yeah,
I think his
tree
goal
volley is always a bit of a,
yeah, and I think his goal is just to actually get into the backlines and be providing the vision, threatening jabs. You know, if he's constantly bearing down on him, then jabs is not getting the jump on their gyrocopter.
Armel gets revealed here. The smoke from Fnatic. Looking for a little bit of action. They won't find anything.
Yeah, this is going to get obvious pretty quickly once creep wave starts hitting bottom. I think Thunder have a pretty clear read that something is going on. They're just all watching Pekka's farm, making sure that he secures the Satanic, which does give him maybe some kind of a way to survive the black hole. He does have a paladin sword as well, luckily, so
Yep,
if he manages to press that, he is going to lifesteal quite a bit.
And even if he doesn't, it does give him like a little bit of tankiness. Just a tiny little bit, which...
It's something,
you know,
for sure. He's
200
3.2k
heals.
health.
Yeah. Could make the difference. You never know. Fnatic being so patient with this game, honestly.
Yeah, they have hit a pretty good timing. They've got their blink up on jabs now. Raven's just kind of going small items, picking up a Deso. Again, if they can ride this one out, I think things are looking pretty good. So not a whole lot of incentive to be greedy. Just get whatever is the best fighting item for right now, because you can't really afford to lose a fight. I think if you lose a fight to Thunder at this point, they are going to be looking potentially at your base. Maybe the Zeus can help keep it safe a little bit with some Arc Lightning spam, but...
Yeah, that's a bit of cope, I think.
Yeah, because...
Getting a little bit copey.
Yeah, he's got Nether Lens, but
Okay.
yeah, it's not the best.
Yeah, it's just, you know, Thunder have been able to get a bit of damage off in this top tier too, but they really just want to control this Roche area.
Yeah, they're playing for the Roche, playing to have that second life against the Enigma. If you're Fnatic, I do think you probably need to stop them getting the Roche, so you need to be ready to take that fight, and that's where maps may be a little dark for them. They probably not loving the fact that they don't have an Observer Ward over in that area, so they pop the Thunder God's Wrath just to make sure that there's nobody in their triangle, and they're going to go run up there. Yeah, just making sure they aren't running to their death. There's a haste on this tiny. Dark Mago is on the hunt.
And they see the Observer, they'll take it down in time, but Dark Mago's still got to come in and look for the play onto the ledge track, throwing it back into Pekkas. Pekkas needs to get off the damage, needs to get it off now, but Jabs comes in with the black hole, locking down the gyrocopter. In comes the Doorbreaker, just jumping into the black hole as well, and Pekkas survives. And now the Satanic, healing him right the way back up again as they'll take down DJ. Jabs to follow. Raven trying to fight up into this one, but there's nothing you can do. The raid boss is home, and Fnatic, despite throwing the whole kitchen sink at this gyrocopter, could not bring him down. Januel not going to get out as well. Full 5-man Team White from the side of Thunder Awakens. Beautifully done.
huge jump from Dark Mago, right? Forces the fight. They're trying to bail out Armel. It's not really the angle that Fnatic wanted. Looked okay for a second with the black hole, but the damage just wasn't there. Too much survivability, and screw Roshan. Thunder just gonna come take 2 lanes of Rax.
Yep, earlier it was screw Roshan, we want to go and get kills. Now it's screw Roshan, we want to go and get barracks. And they will get them. Fortification comes out. The moment it comes down, this melee barracks is going to fall. Respawn's coming to the Monkey King in 4 seconds, but Pakaz, he's not leaving. He is not leaving. He's putting up chairs, tables, got a lovely little picture of him and his mum on the wall. This is his new home.
Yeah, Fnatic do not have the tools to show him the door here. with no black hole, I think it's actually just it's a little hopeless to try and kill him.
Right.
He might leave of his own accord because there's they can't take top. There's still a tier 2 there, so
here we go, right? 1 second till respawn. You unplug the mouse. You go, all right, guys. We'll wait for the technician to come plug it back in, and that's how are we doing this?
I'm sure there's probably some issue, but
of course.
I think if you're Fnatic, you probably have to beeline the Roche. So yeah, I see this fight. Armel just couldn't get the opportunity to pop the BKB, and by the time Jabs comes in to save him, Armel doesn't even feel like he can commit to the fight. He's just getting chased by Dark Mago. The damage from Fnatic is just a little bit late.
So close though, like a little bit more. They would have brought him down, but Sacred being quick on the Solar Guardian. And Pakaz just healing up passively as the Satanic and the Paladin Sword too much, and the moment the black hole ends, he just pops everything. Full HP, what can you do?
Yeah, I feel like maybe a little bit of regret for using the Thunder God's Wrath like that to try and scout. Fnatic needed every button to throw on the gyrocopter. They were not going up there expecting to immediately have to take a fight, right? It was very much like, oh, we popped Thunder God's Wrath. We saw that they were not here on the map. We're going to take a triangle back, set up for Roche. You're probably talking about how you want to take the Roshan fight, and suddenly there's this haste tiny. What can you do? They do have Black Hole again in 30 seconds.
Thunder, as usual, go and bring Roche Rillo, then get out, smoke up, and go and look for kills. They love it. They absolutely love it. Damago's going to enter the fight, immediately looking for the Marcy, trying to bring it down as much as possible, and there goes DJ Jabs, unable to find a black hole because it's still on cooldown. Raven getting a decent amount of damage off onto Pakaz, but now here comes that Solar Guardian landing smack down onto Raven. They'll take out the Monkey King. 2 heroes dead as on the sidelines. Raven and Januel going to go down. Armel gets 1 return kill, but will be quickly headed to the grave along with his teammates. And it's just a classic from these guys at this point. Poke Roche Jan, run out, get some kills, back to Roche we go.
I love the way that that Thunder, Matthew and Dark Mago especially play these team fights. They just go in. They're like, okay, because we're going to give all the vision. We're going to put our bodies on the line. It doesn't matter. We're just going to show you where every hero is. You navigate the team fight. And it's so hard for Jabs. He's just getting... Nyx is on top of him. He's getting forced to BKB. He wants to sit there and get the BKB black hole off, but Thunder are just not giving him the opportunity. It's chaos, but it's exactly where Thunder thrive.
Absolutely, and yeah, as you say, Jabs, he's just got this Nyx assassin tapping him on the shoulder the entire time. Like, yeah, the Nyx ain't gonna kill him, but at the same time, he's not gonna let him do anything either. It has to put the BKB to stop himself getting chain locked down. He just kind of sits there, sitting on his black hole. It was on cooldown at the start of that fight as well, to be fair, so Fnatic maybe posturing a little too hard considering the position they were in.
What a statement this game from Thunder. Like, oh, you guys want Marcy? You want Enigma? You want Lushrak?
Yeah.
Like, you want all these first phase heroes? Go for it. Absolutely go for it. And meanwhile, we're going to come and probably make Gyrocopter look the best that he's looked this whole event with the group stage and the last chance qualifiers.
Yeah, like Gyrocopter's a hero which SVG tweeted something like, oh, I don't condone any Gyrocopter carry picks in 2022.
Oh yeah, I think there was some SVG hate, there was probably some fear hate.
Yeah.
Because making it look great this game.
Just turning the meta on its head. Man, I love it. Thunder Awaken definitely making a few new fans in this game at least. I mean, still a game 2 to go, but jumping up the high ground, throwing around. This might be the Aegis. Nope, never mind. Satanic comes out. The damage is in. Pakaz literally running forward. Jabs can't do a thing. Brought down on the Enigma. Pakaz still fighting away. He is going to get locked down now. BKB is available. Not going to pop it on life number 1, though. He's got another one to wait for, but there are a lot of splitters going down right now. And they'll preemptively cast the black hole. They're trying to get him out. The toss back, though, from Dartmouth. Going to get Pakaz to safety. And now what can you do, Fnatic? The Armel trying to get it to get off the damage, but it's not going to happen. There's your GG coming out. Game number 1 goes conclusively to Thunder Awakens.
Give him the tips. How did he toss him out? What is that? Huge final statement from Dark Mago at the end of this game. Dang, Thunder Awaken.
What a game. I mean, if someone had said to you, oh yeah, what's the counter to black hole? Oh, it's obviously tiny.
You just toss him out
of the black hole.
Yeah.
I would slap you and call you an idiot, but I don't know. Thunder Awakens, different take on the game, and it is absolutely working this game 1.
Yeah, they did so well. It was just 100% their comfort. They didn't try and do anything too weird. They did shuffle the lanes around a little bit, but I think if you're